Gable also beat Giovanni Vinci 2 weeks ago.
Oh!
He's becoming a real nightmare for Imperium, but that nightmare might end tonight.
Yeah, shoulder first into the post, and Kaiser is taken over. And now the very dangerous Ludwig Kaiser delivering that drop kick, driving Gable to the floor. And now mocking Otis of the Alpha Academy. Kaiser is so fun to watch. He is a machine in the ring.
Yeah, and in a different time, in a different place, you might think Chad Gable would be perfect to incorporate into Imperium. Cut out the catchphrases, cut out the silliness. He certainly has all the tools.
And now Kaiser off the chop and then a kick to Gable.
This is where Kaiser is at his sneering, merciless best.
I have to imagine Gunther's looking on back in the locker room area, watching Kaiser and Gable do battle here tonight. Gable fighting back. Tremendous heart out of Gable. Face first he goes. Kaiser for the win. Hook of the leg. And Gable has to kick it too, a near fall.
Nothing in this game does a mental number on an opponent more than when your opponent fires up briefly like this, only to be cut straight back down by the excellence of someone like Ludwig Kaiser.
And you want to talk about mental games. A loss for Gable tonight does not bode well heading into his championship match next week.
Well, Gable proved himself to be a mentality monster last week. Looked down and out several times, still picked up the victory. I'm not ready to count Gable out quite yet.
Gable and Kaiser exchanging chops center of the ring. Chad Gable, though, getting the upper hand on Kaiser. Oh, what a right.
Oh,
On a dragon screw by Chad Gable.
absolutely shred the ligaments in the knee.
And now the power of Gable. Looked like he was going for the German suplex, and Kaiser. Oh. Down goes Gable, kick to the face for the win for Ludwig Kaiser, and a kick out by Gable at 2. What a competitive matchup here tonight on Raw.
Two custodians of the mat game, giving it everything they've got. Just take another look at the rapacious nature of these attacks from Ludwig Kaiser.
Nothing pretty from Ludwig Kaiser.
Well, that's the brilliance of Kaiser. He goes from pretty to brutal in the blink of an eye, and it's all effective.
And Gable able to drag Kaiser out of the ring. Gable looking to rally. Kaiser quickly back in. Chad Gable. Forearm and knee, and here comes Chad Gable now fighting back. Kaiser misses. Gable, and there's a rolling neck breaker. Gable realizing that Kaiser was a bit too far away, goes to the other corner. Went for the moonsault, and that cost him. Kaiser back on his feet. Gable caught him, though. Chad Gable dropping Kaiser on his face. Here's the cover for the win, and a kick out by Kaiser at 2.
Well, you saw what Gable had in mind. Wanted to go for that moonsault, made a massive error, which allowed Ludwig Kaiser to recover temporarily. But immediately, the versatility of Chad Gable got him back on top.
Yeah, but the issue is you can't make that type of mistake next week against Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion.
Not when it's all on the line.
Collision. Gable, Fisherman's throw that time. And now Chad Gable gonna send Kaiser and himself over the top rope to the floor.
What a matchup we're getting here. Giovanni Vinci, of course, concerned for his partner, Gable.
Gable going up to the top rope. Moonsault takes out Imperium.
Gable got a nasty landing in the process, but clearly Ludwig Kaiser ain't the worst of that.
Next scene, loving the moonsault from Coach Gable from the top rope. And now Chad going up top again.
Looking to put this one to bed, and right for the pickings is Ludwig Kaiser.
And Kaiser went to block. Gable saw it coming, pulled up at the last minute, and now locks the ankle lock in.
Counter for counter, agony on the face of Kaiser.
Yeah, Kaiser.
Another reversal, another roll through.
Yeah, Kaiser tried to roll through. Gable, though, was the better man there. Ankle lock, center of the ring. Kaiser this time creates separation. And now the uppercut by Kaiser drives Gable to the corner. Hard-hitting affair here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Best European uppercut in the game from Ludwig Kaiser. Woo.
Into the corner.
Here we go.
Gable rolls through. Is this enough to put him away? Oh, and Vinci breaks things up. Giovanni Vinci. That'll be the disqualification. Otis now gets involved.
Well, that was game over for Ludwig Kaiser, just in the nick of time to save his blushes, but now
Gable was went for chaos theory. He hit it before Vinci broke things up. And now Otis gets involved, and Kaiser on Otis.
Might take more than these two to take down the human tree trunk Otis.
And the Imperium driving Otis shoulder first to the post. Chad Gable now trying to fight back in defense of his friend, but the numbers game catching up on Gable. And look who's reappeared. The Intercontinental Champion Gunther out here to watch Imperium do damage to the man he faces next week, Chad Gable. And Gunther going to send a simple message. Well, I thought he was, but Gable turns it around into an ankle lock on the champion before Imperium able to beat Gable down.
Another embarrassment to Gunther, but now Chad Gable is going to pay the price.
And now Gunther is flat out ticked off. And a power bomb to Gable. Next week, Gunther defends the championship against Chad Gable as his march to history continues. A win by Gunther next week, and he almost ensures himself